Capricorn, you've got messages coming in to your dreams, assisting you with something that you want a solution to, an answer to, something you want to manifest. Your higher self, your spirit team, your subconscious. So we're going to do a reading so you can download or recognize or acknowledge, confirm, affirm, realize what's going on in your dream time. Especially during full moons or this time of year when the veil between the spiritual world and ours is growing very thin, culminating to a very thin ratio, if you will. October 31st, November 1st, 111. So we just want to be aware, we want to be receptive, we want to receive. So we're asking the angels, the ancestors, our divine guides, spirit, the great power that holds up worlds, great power that creates worlds, the first source and center, the fountain of the all, the Akashic records in the great halls of wisdom. We're asking for a clear and protected message, a clear and protected message for the collective tribe of Capricorn in regards to messages being sent, transmitted, conveyed in their dreams for their highest good and manifestation. For the one, for the all, for the highest good and great gratitude and appreciation. We say amen, or however you would like to seal that intention. So we have the Starseed Oracle deck for guiding from above, guidance for guiding from the past and the future and the present. All right. Let's just wow, lots of energy in these cards. Wow. Wow, that's deep. Anything else? Okay. Wow. Very interesting. All right, we're going to take a look at those later, but the bottom of the deck, we have cracked open, rock bottom, Capricorn. Excuse me. Cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Something is trying. Okay, so Capricorn, you've been in a stagnant period. You've been feeling lost, and there's this lacklusterness and this like inner search of who you are and what you want to do and who do you want to be and how do you want to reinvent yourself. So this feeling, some of you have just hit rock bottom, but you've been cracked open on purpose. You've been cracked open to see more of yourself, to see what's inside, and to called. That's funny. This card came out right before I started shuffling your cards. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Yeah, rock bottom. Just so basically surrender to what's happening, because what's happening is there's an alchemy that is trying to transpire, but I feel like you're blocking it or you're not seeing it. And so there's energies in your dream, your subconscious, your angels, your ancestors, your divine guides, your higher self, God, the universe. Something is trying to alchemize you because you your higher self is expressing, wanting change, wanting fulfillment and enlightenment about the current energy and where you're in and where you're going and where you want to be, who you are. So just surrender. Don't fight it. Right? And here we'll talk about this card. Baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Baby steps. You're going to find out. Like if you look on the other side, there's like a ship on the other side. It's like there's these breadcrumbs that are being led to you, fed to you. And that they're trying to communicate to you to just follow your intuition and just start there in these baby steps, and you'll be led to where you need to be led. The truth will be revealed. But this is a process that you have to go through, you and others. The vacuum is no fun. But if you surrender it, you start the process of the healing. So this is the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck, guiding through lunar and seasonal changes. Wow. Yep, exactly. Bottom of the deck, action. Joyful action. That's beautiful. Joyful action on the bottom. It's So this is the Aboriginal Dreaming Totem. Every card has its own artwork. Just see if there's anything. Wow, did you see how that came out? Holy cow. Anything else? Thank you. Wow. That was the card that was on the bottom of the deck. Wow, okay. They were ready for you, boy. Anywho, and this is the Fantastical Creatures Tarot, which is a tarot deck with, kind of an oracle infused into it, with fantastical creatures that have stories and folklore that deepen the meaning of the tarot card. Perfect for this time of year. New deck, loving it. So we're going to use this to clarify the moon cards. So we have the Worm Moon, which is in the spring. Major arcana, I feel like in this oracle deck, because it's a moon, so it's a very strong message of faith. This too shall pass. It's not always going to be like this. It's not always going to be. This is just, one of those things where I'm hearing for the second time, the only way through it is through it. There's something to learn here. The sooner that you kind of accept and take action forward on that, like there's something more here. There's something that I'm supposed to learn or gather before I can move forward. And just being open and grateful will definitely help speed things up. Release. But this is a card of faith. This too shall pass. Fertility and prosperity and joy and abundance, all these things now return. Yeah, there's something you can't see yet. And so that's why your faith is required. That's why the Seven of Swords is here. There's something that you have to, these are the fox ladies of Asia, tricksters or whatever. But the Seven of Swords is they boil it down to, in this deck, with this little earth creature, the fox. And this might be a symbol for you, an animal confirmation, if you come across a fox. But this is about, there's something that you can't see and you need to feel. It's faith. You're not going to get the Seven of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, air energy, mental energy. You're not going to think your way out of it. You're not going to think of the idea. You're not going to, you're going to have to see it through your spiritual eye, through your mind's eye, through your, your intuition, your emotions. So it's like there's something that's evading you, something you don't see what you need to see yet. So you need to have faith, but there's self-love here. Radical self-love is necessary, is needed. And how loving yourself puts everything else kind of in balance and in order. Yeah. This is where your strength comes from. Major Arcana. A huge message here. This is the card of Leo. This is your strength, your power, your grace. This is no weapon formed against you shall prosper. This is just having strength and power. And it's self-love, loving yourself. And this is the Oriental dragon that's protecting the city. I mean, I don't even need to read the creatures, the oracle of the creatures. Your message is so you are so strong when you love yourself. Your strength comes from being gentle with yourself, from loving yourself, putting yourself first. And we have this, the lunar god, the divine masculine energy. This is you. You are more powerful than you know. And you have strength here coming out with the masculine, the lunar god. This is, for one, this can be getting into shape, taking care of yourself, showing yourself more love, your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body, on all those levels. But this is the physical. This is, you are powerful. It's time for you to step up into your power. And it's interesting that it's time, you're being called. It's time to step up. It's time to lead. You will be called. You will be called forward, but there's some living and learning that is being done right now. You are powerful, more than you know. Yeah, Nine of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There could be an ancestor, a grandfather, a father, a brother, someone, maybe a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Doesn't have to be, but they could be, because we have we have Nine of Cups and we have dream energy. This is, you know what this is? This is the connection. This is when you feel the connection, when you receive the above, as above, so below, the understanding, the understanding. Nine of Cups. So I do think for some there is a masculine that is going to come through in your dreams. An ancestor. Wow, Nine of Cups. Where are you? Jeez Louise, here. So this is, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but I'm gonna try to say it. Atansic, Ataensic, the Native American mother goddess A Tansik is shown here riding the giant tortoise, symbolizing the earth itself. The goblets of rebirth float in a primordial sea of eternity. The 4 flying geese represent the 4 elements and the 4 directions. To the Native Americans who used the medicine wheel, the Canada goose marked the great cycle of the year and reminded the tribes of change. Divinatory meaning: this wish card fulfills all your deepest wishes and desires. There is success, triumph, and everything you hope for. Magical uses used with other cards that symbolize your desires. You're going to find out what your power and your gift is. There are messages coming through in your dreams. If they're not now and you're not paying, so to pay attention, they either have been coming through and they're just going by you, or they're about to start coming through. But your dream come true, 9 of Cups, is you. Look at water and the moon, the lunar god, you stepping into your power. For some of you, it could be you, definitely you meeting your divine partner. Because we have self-love here and strength, and self-love is what attracts true love, real love, divine union. Loving yourself, being in your power and your strength. That's when you attract real love. That's the energy of self-love. It starts with you. So there's that message. And then the last card is the darkness. And this is funny because this is December. This is the moon. The worm moon. I think the worm moon, I can't remember when the worm moon is. It's like April or May. Aries, Taurus season. In the spring when the robins are back and the worms are out. You might want to look up these moons. The worm moon. The long night moon is December. The longest nights of the year. So the long night moon could be the long night dark moon when the night is the longest night of the year and it's the darkest. And this is a card. It's interesting that we started this out with faith. Capricorn. Oh, not that book. And we end up here in this darkness, the trauma. This is everything that you've been through. This could be what you're currently going through. It could be your whole life. But the darkness has to be there just as much as does the light. That is the mantra of this card. We learn from the good and the bad, quote unquote. The positive and the negative. The good times and the bad times. The bad times aren't, and the hardships aren't meant for you to carry on into life and think that life is always going to be this way. It's to learn, it's to chisel you, it's to temper you into your strength. How would you know how strong you were if you never went through anything? If you never suffered, if you never survived, if you never recovered, reinvented yourself? You are entering a time of introversion, a leaner time, or a time to turn inward, to plan and strategize. It is time to do shadow work, which will bring big dividends later on. Release what no longer works for you. And that's why you've been cracked open. That's why you've hit this rock bottom. Because now the only way is up. The only way is out. Release. One of the earliest human fears is said to be a fear of the dark. We fear what we can't see. That's when you gotta have faith. When you fear what you can't see. 7 of Swords, what you don't know. That's when you gotta use your intuition. In reality, the dark is as important as the light. In nature, there are many nocturnal animals that go about the business of living under the moon, not the sun. The darker times of the lunar and seasonal cycles signal a time to naturally turn inwards, to stay close to home, to look closely at ourselves, and to plan for the light. In the northern hemisphere, the long night moon usually occurred in December around the winter solstice. This is when the nights are indeed long and the hours of sunshine short. It's cold and people would begin to be snowed in. It is during these long nights we can begin to do our shadow work, undertaking the self-reflection needed to identify what isn't working for us and what might be causing us pain. This could be a bad habit, a destructive pattern, a recurring useless fear, or anything that holds us back from being the best we can be. Once we see these aspects of ourselves in the dark, we can simply decide whether they must go. We can decide to release them once and for all. We get to transform and into your powerful self, into your power, your gifts, your abilities, your strength. Your strength. Some of you are going to get into shape. You're going to show yourself that self-love, and you're going to lose weight and get into shape and feel good. And attract new things, new blessings into your life. I feel the hermit energy for you this winter, like really using this winter season to really go inside and introspect. And we have the Six of Cups here. Wow. The Six of Cups with the darkness, water energy, more water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And as goddess of the ocean and the daughter of Adudua, the earth goddess, Yemaya holds a high position of respect. She is the mother of 14 other gods and goddesses of the sacred Santeria pantheon. She's associated with the ocean and also birth. Women petition her when they want to conceive children. Yemaya is extremely powerful and beautiful. Divinatory meaning, an old flame may re-enter your life. Gatherings could put you in contact with people from your past. Pleasant memories pave the path for a better future. Wow. And that's where I'm going to roll. Pleasant memories pave the path for a better future. And there's the path to the future. Through the darkness, you made it. And to take with you the pleasant memories and release the rest. Focus on yourself, because action and then focus is underneath and trust is under that. Take the pleasant memories. You know, some of you, there might be someone, a masculine, because we have masculine energy here. We have Leo here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There may be someone from the past returning. Maybe someone who, you know, left you or hurt or wanted you to love yourself, wanted to wait till the time was right. Wow, Two of Swords, very interesting. Sagittarius had a little bit of the same energy. The Page, the Two of Swords. Yeah, because see, there is a decision that needs to be made, but there's things that it's like you're at a stalemate, an impasse. Because again, the two of Swords, which was on the bottom of the deck, so this is the energy of all of these cards, is, you know, the water energy. Like you can't, this isn't, you're not going to be able to think. This isn't about thinking about it or coming up with an idea, or there's something that you need to see from the inside out, something you need to see through, some spiritual experience that you need to have, like, and also faith in what isn't yet manifested. But you're going to see something. You're going to learn something. Because we have water energy, so you're definitely going to, you're going to use your intuition, your water energy. You're going to, that's where you're going to know what to do. I feel like for some of you, this is about activating your intuition, activating your connection, which it seems that's what everyone's activating, some kind of connection. So the Two of Swords is Gilgamesh. Around 3000 BCE, Gilgamesh reigned as a Sumerian king. Strong and vigorous, he was the son of a god. The tales of his life were written into clay tablets and later translated by scholars. Because Gilgamesh was so active, interesting, the gods created a man, Enkidu, to be his closest companion. After Enkidu's death, the hero king became obsessed with delaying the end of his own life. Using his strength, symbolized by his sword, the hero tried to circumvent the eternal cycle of destiny as reflected in the pool. Divinatory meaning there is a stalemate where neither party nor side has the power to win. The underlying tension will not allow anything to change for some time. Magical uses, this card can be used to stall a project so that all will have time to look at the truth of the situation, which is the Two of Swords. So that's why you feel stalled. That's why you feel like this change, it's there. But there's something you have to, I feel like this is a message that came through for you already. Remember, action. We have action here twice now. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. I feel that there's something to do. Let me just see if there's any synchronicities under action. The time has come to take action. Let go of your paralysis. Let go of your burdens step by step. And this one was baby steps. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Some of you already know and you're ignoring it. I am responsive and ready to take action. Okay. Off of your faith, off of your intuition, right? Sometimes we are afraid to move forward, and this is natural. Change can be difficult, and if we have been hurt or have failed before, we are anxious about what may happen if we instigate change. Maybe we think it's easier and safer to just tread some water for a while, instead of taking joyful action towards the things we truly desire, such as the writing of a book, undertaking study, accepting a new job, or seeking a better relationship. We balk, we freeze, we do not take the steps we could, and so we remain stagnant. We don't grow. This moon phase encourages us to embrace action. Action is part of our humanity. We are not made to hide and refuse to blossom. It's time to come out of the darkness. It's time to not be paralyzed with fear of what the unknown is and what's ahead based on what happened before. That's the devil energy. That's that Capricorn. The devil card is allowing the past to affect your present and your future. In that way, take the pleasant memories ahead. Leave the darkness behind. And it's interesting because under the Two of Swords is the Tower card, the change, the release. You cracked open, and then the Ten of Cups is under that. Happiness, joy, dreams come true. 9 to 10 of Cups. Like this is, it's time for you to break this paralysis. And there's something in a dream that's going to either give you a clue or be the sword that breaks the paralysis. So the first card is sadness. Allow yourself the space to feel miserable, mourn what has been lost for what cannot be. If you don't take this time now, your sadness will catch up with you later when you're least expecting it. And then we have breath. Take a few deep breaths and accept that some things just don't make much sense. Soon enough, everyone will come to their senses to see the situation for what it is. And we have strength here again. You have strength in your reading twice. You need to stand up and have an opinion because in this case, yours is the only one that counts. This decision will have long-term effects on your future. This decision. And then we have forge, don't follow. Pave a new path and be the leader you wish you had. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. There's a bigger picture to see here. That's hence the Seven of Swords. There's more to this picture than you're seeing, and what you're, that not having all those facts, all that information is keeping you, there's a bigger picture. There just is. And I mean, and that's what this kind of is too, right? Through the imagery, there's a bigger picture, and you can only see part of it right now. You don't see the whole outcome. And then we have longing for home, homesick for the stars. Some of you are star seeds, and even though you're an earth sign, you haven't come fully connected to this lifetime, living in this reality. You're still looking at the stars. You're homesick for the stars. You're homesick for what was. But that's just going to keep you suffering when it should give you strength. It should give you levity. It should give you power. Ground. You may take your time to ground your earth star chakra, root chakra, earth star chakra, root chakra. That's a great. So some of you who feel a feeling of homesick when you look up at the stars and you're longing for something, maybe that's part of what you need to see. Maybe that's part of the baby steps. Look into the starseed prophecy. Look into, your family genealogy, who you are, where you came from. There's a part of you that hasn't been revealed yet, and it's calling to you. It's calling to you, and this might not resonate with everyone, but if you feel that way, there is, again, in your dreams, you've experienced memories, you've had contact. It's very important for you to ground yourself, Earth Star Chakra. I'm going to say it again, Earth Star Chakra work, to ground yourself in this lifetime, this experience, because you came here for a reason, and looking back just keeps you stuck, and it keeps you suffering. And that's not where we want you. We do not want you suffering. It's time to move forward. And it's time for you to see what maybe you've been turning your head to and not wanting to see. It's time for you to start taking action on acting from the knowing. And I really think this has this has a lot to do with it, and this has a lot to do why there's this rock bottom energy, this cracked open surrender to the alchemy of life. Baby steps, and soon the bigger picture will be revealed.